Part 3. So he tells me he's gay, and we start crying. I'm crying because I just lost the love of my life. He's crying because he's gay, and we were from Puerto Rico, and I'm not going to be lying to you. That was the first time I ever had contact with someone who had came out gay. So we finished talking. He tells me that he's sorry, that, he should have told me before, but he just didn't know how to tell me. I told him that, he could have told me if he was having issues and we could have, worked through it. And he's like, no, I'm gay and I'm going to leave the church because I can't be in the church and be gay. So he leaves. I'm left alone in my own thoughts. I sit in my room sobbing. I just can't believe that the love of my life is gay. Like a week and a half or 2 weeks go by. He comes to my house and he's like, I guess he had just gone to a bar, for a gay bar, and I was so naive. I didn't even know they existed in Puerto Rico. That's how naive I was. I was a churchgoer. I didn't even know about this world. Okay. So he had just came out. He was a little bit drunk. He came to my house and he's complaining about a guy that he's talking to his formerly fiance. He's complaining about her, saying, things weren't going right and whatever. I guess that they had been talking from when he was in Florida and I didn't know about it. So he came to my house. He was a little bit drunk. He fell asleep in my house. I had to sleep by my ex-fiance, now gay friend, I guess you could say. I was just trying to be moral support for him while my heart was breaking. And that's the kind of person that I was, and I still am. So, yeah. So in the morning, he wakes up. He's like, well, I'm going to leave. And I'm like, okay, well, I hope everything's okay with you now. And I'm here if you need to talk. You got my number. You know where I live. So this became a pattern. He would go to the bars, get out, come see me, talk to me about his issues, and then leave. In all this, I didn't know how bad the situation was going to get, because it gets so much worse. So, one day, he comes to my house, and he's like, oh, I need your opinion. I'm like, sure, what happened? In this moment is when I realized how bad it was. When he's told me, I'm a travesti. I'm like, what is that? I didn't know what that was. He's like, yeah, I dress as a woman. I'm like, excuse me, what? He's like, yeah, I'm starting to dress as a woman, and I go to the bars, dress as a woman, and then there's other transvestites there, and we dance, and whatever happens in that world. No judgment towards anyone. I'm just saying that in that moment, I didn't know it was anything. I didn't know anything about that world. I'm being very sincere. So that became the new relationship of our friendship. Was he would come to my house. He was like, oh, do you think this look nice, this shirt or whatever? And I'd be like, yeah, that looks nice, this looks pretty. And all of this, my heart is just breaking every single time that he does it. I should have walked away and not talked to him anymore, but I just didn't know how to let go of something that was so important to me. So one day he comes to my house and he's like, I need a favor. I'm like, yeah, sure. I need an undergarment, a bra. I'm like, you need what? You need a bra? He's like, yeah, we're both heavy, and I think that, if you have one, you can loan it to me because I don't have any, and I need to use one with this dress that I'm going to use. So here goes Joshy, being Joshy. I go into my room. I get a bra, pretty bra that I had. Mind you, it was a bra that I had brought because I was like, and I give it to him. And then he goes to the bar, dressed as a woman with my undergarments on. And I think that was very hard for me. It would be hard for anybody to go through that. So this became a normal thing for me. He would come over. Sometimes he would still have some lipstick on, or whatever he would put on, and I would just have to sit there and talk to him and look at this man that I had seen as my future husband with traces of a woman and still on him from going to the bar. Then after a while, he came to me and he's like, I'm going into competition. And I'm like, what do you mean you're going to a competition? He's like, yeah, I'm going into a competition for transvestites. I'm like, okay. I didn't know they had those. Good to know. So, it became a norm for me. It became so normal to me because I was so in love with someone that I was praying that he would change, and it was just getting worse. So one day I go to my friend and I tell her, I'm like, we need to go to this bar. I need to see this with my own eyes. She's like, are you sure you want to do this? I'm like, yeah, we need to go and we need to see what's going on because I need to see this with my own eyes. So we go to San Juan, and I think it was Ato Rey or San Juan, somewhere in Puerto Rico. We had went in the city. We got lost the first time we tried to go, so we had to reschedule it for the next week after because we had just gotten lost because we were girls from church. We didn't know what was going on. We didn't know anything about this lifestyle. This poor girl was like my ride or die. Like, this girl did everything with me, and she was going to a world that we had no way to understand how bad this was gonna get. So it was bad. So we go the week after. We find it because we had found it the week before, so we knew where we were going. We parked our car, we went there, and this place was full of gay people, men dressed as women, like transvestites. Like, it was a gay bar. It was a gay bar. But for us, it was very shocking because we had never seen that before. It's not shocking now because I understand that world, but in that moment, it was very shocking. So we go, and we're standing there, and there's guys everywhere, and I think they touch our butts a few times, and my friend was like, oh my god, they think I'm a transvestite. It was fun and it was sad at the same time. We just tried to make the best time out of everything, and we were just dying laughing because it was a funny moment. So I'm going to have to do part 4 because it's a long story, so I'll be back.